Alright, I was asked to make a video to kind of, I guess, help homeowners who have units that's 10 years or older, to keep them running if they can't afford to buy a new system right now, especially if you have more than one system that's old. Systems are very costly, like they're not cheap by no means. So a few things you can do to keep them running efficiently is get them not just maintenance but cleaned. Okay, when I say cleaned, I mean you have a blow up motor inside the unit that needs to be cleaned because it does get dirty. You have your duct work that goes throughout your house that from time to time needs to be cleaned, because especially in the older homes they tend to get super dirty, and all that stuff does is blow out into your unit through your filter onto your blower wheel. So it's like a domino effect. Those 1-inch filters that are about that thick, those skinny filters, those need to be changed literally, I would say, every 2 months. Maybe 3, depending on your household, how much activity you got in your home. If you got dogs, or you got little kids that come in and out. People think that they have hypoallergenic dogs. That's not a real thing, people. So your dog may not shed a whole lot, but they scratch. And what they're doing is scratching off dander, aka dead skin. And that's going from the floor into your vents into your system. Okay, so unless you live completely by yourself and you don't have any company, you will have probably the cleanest system out of everybody. But normally that's not the case. So you got the 4-inch filters. People think they can go an entire year. Again, that's based on your household. That's not accurate either. And given that your ductwork is dirty and your blower wheel's dirty, your filter's going to be filthy. It's just what it is. Then you have your condenser unit outside. That has to be cleaned also, because it suffocates the components on the inside. So if that is filled with outside dirt around the entire unit on the outside, if I take that cover off and there's nothing but dirt, that needs to be cleaned, because that means you're not getting proper airflow into your home anyway. So you got to maintain these things. Yeah, some people get a maintenance agreement, but that's just the basics. Those other things are your responsibility to keep clean. Otherwise, it avoids your warranty and it avoids your parts and labor, because at that point it's considered neglect on your part, not ours. So there are separate costs for those things. It is not covered under your maintenance plan. If you get a 1-inch filter, then that's something that you get for free for most maintenance plans. Other than that, those are the ways you keep your system running until you are able to replace it. Because what's going to happen is you're going to replace it no matter what. You can't avoid that.
In 800
Over 10
feet,
years
turn
old,
left.
you have to replace that unit, because what's going to happen is now your evaporator coil is going to start leaking. You're going to constantly get refrigerant because your system has many leaks in it. It has fine leaks. So anytime you've got to constantly keep adding refrigerant, that system is shot. Don't put any money into it. Don't try to get it fixed. Just get a whole new unit. Just get a whole new one, because you're throwing your money away at that point. But again, maintaining it, your filters, getting your coils clean, your blower wheels clean, your ductwork clean, that will keep your system going probably for another few years, if that. But again, if you decided you wasn't going to do all that, and you didn't use the system and you allowed it to collect dust and dirt, it's over. Your money is you get a new one, because there's no reviving that system. It's not going to happen. Because what's going to happen is it's going to break down when you're going to need it the most, in the summertime when it's like 90 degrees outside, or in the wintertime when it's 10 degrees outside. That's when it's going to break down on you. So again, someone asked me to make this video to explain those things, and I have. So hopefully it was informational for you.